how y'all doing? Okay, so today I'm coming at you with a review on this super cute vintage bag called the Lockit Horizontal. Okay, they also make this in the Lockit Vertical. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I was practicing for a lip sync battle that I'm preparing for. I'm out of breath. Okay, so anyway, let me just start by the measurements first, okay? Oh, I don't have the right page. Okay, so the Lockit Horizontal, okay? So it measures 15 inches wide, and I just measured this, leather piece at the bottom. So it's 15 inches wide, and then I did a couple of different things on the height. I did from the smallest point, or the shortest point, which was 9 inches, and then the tallest point, which is 12 inches, and then it's 5 inches deep, and again, I just measured the leather piece. And then the strap drop is 7 inches. And so the first thing that I wanted to say about it is it reminds me right off the bat of the Tivoli GM, except it doesn't look as feminine. But the measurements are similar, and kind of like the functionality of the bag is similar, because if you have seen my Tivoli GM video, then you know I say in there it's like a hybrid tote, because it can be an arm carry, but it really serves as a tote. And even though the strap drop isn't all that long, or isn't all that much, I'll just say that, all that much, the rolled handles, let me put this thing down, the rolled handles it makes it appear like there's more. But like I have my Neverfull here, and so the Neverfull is also 7 inches. But see, on the Neverfull, if you just look at it, to me, it doesn't look like there's much of a strap drop. But on this, it does look like there is. I don't know what why it's so eye deceiving. But anyway, yeah, I measured it, and again, it's got the rolled handles. They're not as thick as, let's see. No, they're not. They're not as thick as the Speedy. They're not as small as the Tureen. They're kind of a happy medium. And I'm pretty sure I said the same exact thing about the Tivoli GM handles, if I remember right. But I do like this bag because it has the nice jewelry quality hardware on it versus I always reference the Cabot Mezzo because it has kind of that square, unisex look to it. And this has more of like the round edges jewelry quality, okay? What I like about this bag is that it has, like the Tivoli, it has a wide opening. So let me show you. Okay, and it has this nice, by the way, it has this nice pull, and when it's closed, I'll just go ahead and do this since I'm right here, you can actually put it right here, and then you can use your lock on it if you want to. I would never do that. I'm just telling you right now, I would never attempt to lock any bag. I think that's silly, and I don't even know when they did this if they really thought people would do it, if it was just something that was like super fancy. I don't know. But anyway, so I just have the lock here, the padlock here. It's a nice place for it. It's on a D-ring, so it's not going to cause any discoloration of the leather, like rubbing. And so, but it is a nice pull. What you have to be careful of with some of these vintage pulls is that pull. Sorry, I'm cranking myself up. Is that they can be kind of fragile, so if you're, on vintage ones, you're going to want to make sure that you're not, being super rough with it. And I don't know. I don't really close my bags. You've heard me say several times, I don't really keep my bags closed. So for me, I'm not going to have an issue with wearing out the zipper pull. But I'm just saying, they're already kind of worn out if they're vintage. And this bag is from 2006. And so anyway, what I was going to say is what I like about it, which reminds me of Tivoli, is it has a wide mouth. See? It has a wide mouth opening like a tote. And so I really like that. And so it has that brown canvas like the inside of a Speedy. It's on one wall. Well, it only has slip pockets on one wall. So it's got the slip pocket here that's going to fit like, an iPhone 6 Plus. I should have brought that phone out. I didn't think about it. I don't have one here. Okay. And then it has the old cell phone pocket, which you can put pens, lipsticks, lip balm, hand sanitizer, gum. There's a little travel like ibuprofen or Tylenol or whatever. There's lots of things you can fit. If you have readers, you can actually, I just recently got me some readers because Mama can't see. And if I just put the readers in there, it's fine. If I have them in their little bag, the bag won't necessarily fit unless I force it, and I don't have time for that. So, and it's probably better to have my readers here because when I have this floating around in my bag, stuff will get on top of it, and I just don't want them to, you know, ruin the readers. So anyway, that was just, I just noticed that earlier. So again, that's one of the things I really like about it. And so, like I said about the Tivoli, you can use it, I'm gonna get on this chair. You can use it, you can carry it several ways. You can carry it, you know, in your elbow, like this. You can obviously carry it, you know, just a hand carry. And let me move this down so you can get, okay, and, oh, I didn't do any good. All right, sorry about that. All right, we'll just go back to here. So anyway, well, whatever, you get the idea. You can hold it down like this. You can put it in your elbow, and then you can put it on your shoulder. And again, because it has the wide mouth opening and, you know, the straps that are going to be similar to Neverfull has, I don't want to say that there's a big strap drop, because you know that it's not. It's not like a, you know, a Cobus Mezzo bag, that tote, where it has a generous drop and you don't have, it passes the elbow test. This one, the only reason why I think that it passes the elbow test, this particular bag, just this one, I don't mean this style, but this one is not as structured as probably some of them that you've seen. And what I mean by that is, I think when they first came out, it was a structured bag. I mean, there is somewhat structure to it because it's got this, you know, leather piece here on the bottom. So it's going to be like the Alma. It's going to stand up. It's not going to slouch completely. But this particular bag is slouchy. I mean, this one. I mean, like I said, I don't think the silhouette was made to be slouchy. I'm just telling you that this bag is a little bit slouchy. And so to me, it's even more, you know, like a tote. And so anyway, so it doesn't necessarily pass the elbow test unless you kind of, see, I have to kind of do that wonky thing like I tell you. It just depends. I mean, if you're a petite gal, then it's probably gonna pass your elbow test. But for me, you know, I'm probably just gonna have more luck just placing it on my shoulder like this. So look, when you access it from your shoulder, see, look, it has the wide mouth, like I said. And so you don't have any trouble accessing anything from this bag, okay? Super convenient. Again, nice and wide, no problem. I don't zip up my bags, and so I'm not gonna carry it like that. I like tote bags. And I like that they, you know, were like this. And so I can just access them quickly. I don't really need to, you know, zip it. To me, that's a pain. So again, I'm not worried about that. I don't care, just leave it open. But anyway, that's one of the things I like about it. And then again, you can do this. And so I just want to show you what all, you know, will fit in it. And, you know, I always put the same things in every bag. So there's not, okay, so actually now I'm going to move it down so you can kind of see. All right, so, the same things will fit in here that fit in my Neverfull, but if you saw my Neverfull video, actually it's the Westminster GM being compared to the Neverfull MM. It's that video. But I talk about the difference in, oh my gosh, I just went blank. I just totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Is even though those two bags are similar in size, because this one has the wider mouth, it seems like it's more, you know, it's a little roomier. Now, the Neverfull is 7 inches deep, you can see, and so this one, the Lockit, is only 5 inches deep. So it does fit my same things, but they don't move around as freely in here as they do in here. And again, you know, you're talking about 2 more inches of room, plus this, the shape of it, you know, again, it's got this super wide mouth. And so let me just see how it looks. I haven't done this, but I want to see. Okay, so if I'm trying to access both of these bags from my shoulder, they both, well, okay, it's almost a tie, okay? So, yeah, really it is. The only difference, because they both open wide, you can see, both of them are super wide, super convenient from your shoulder. This has a zipper, this one does not. Strap drop's the same. Here's the difference. 7 inches deep, 5 inches deep. So, not as tote-ish. I don't even know if that's like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like I said, everything fits, but everything just kind of like is more loosey-goosey in here, because again, there's 2 more inches in there to, you know, to move around. So, okay, here we go. So I have my big calendar, and I'll just put that in here first, and then my accessory pochette, which I told you I always have that in here, and then my mid-size pochette that it's not the mini, it's not the accessory. This came with another bag that I did not own. I bought it by itself on the pre-loved market at some point. And I actually didn't even realize that it was like a mid-size. I wasn't even paying attention. I was actually trying to get a second one of these. And then when I got it, I was like, oh, how cute. It's actually perfect. So that's how I ended up with it. And then my zippy wallet, okay? And so far, everything, okay, is side by side, okay? Whoop. Everything's side by side. All right. And so what I have left is my little handmade pouch that I just put over here on the side. I'm gonna put it right here, like that. I don't need to get to that very often, so I don't care if it's off to the side. And then I have my pen case that I also am just gonna put over here to the side. I usually try to have it standing up, just so when I'm reaching in, that's what I'm reaching for. I'm reaching to one of the sides of my bag, and I usually can get it right away because I always try to put it in here standing up. But, you know, in that tote, it does fall. And then I have my readers, but I'm not gonna, well, yeah, I'm just gonna put them right here. So they're over there, and then I'll show you. And then I have this little handmade tissue holder, and I'll just, you know, this doesn't matter either. I don't really have to have a specific place. I'm so used to my totes and everything just kind of, you know. Now I do have a few more things in my side pocket. Whoa, in my side pocket. Like, okay, so my Neverfull's kind of junked out. So the things that I have left are going to be my gum. And so this fits in that old cell phone pocket that I told you about. That fits in there perfect, these little Tic Tac things. And then, you know, in the zipper pouch of the Neverfull, it's kind of a catch-all pocket. So I have my cord, battery pack, trash, and this big lip balm that, this is actually, are you kidding me? So a battery pack and a huge lip balm. And so I'm just going to throw all these things in this little side zipper pocket that is in here. Okay. And then I'll probably have to put my phone in there, you know, when I'm carrying this bag because you need to have it. So, see, it carries the same things. Let me put this back up here now so you can see. Let me get on here. Okay. So, everything that was fitting in my tote, my Neverfull, it also fits here. I can access everything from my shoulder. Now again, because we're talking about 2 inches less than my Neverfull, it's not, okay, this is still a roomy bag, obviously by the measurements. 15 inches wide, I mean, dang, it is a roomy bag. But compared to my Neverfull, I'm just saying that everything is not, it doesn't jumble around as much in here as it does in my Neverfull, okay? Now, I'm not saying that it's not a roomy bag. It's a very roomy bag. This is, I like it. I mean, this is a great size, you know? And I do like that it has this, you know, leather piece on it. So you've kind of got some structure. And again, this one, it is a little slouchy right here. And just the handles are slouchy. I mean, this one's just, it's been nice and pre-loved. So it's just overall got more of a smushy, slouchy feel. And which I like. I mean, I don't, you know. But I think when they first came out, it probably was a lot more structured and you didn't have any of this slouching over. Or maybe you did, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, this is super cute. The Lockit horizontal, it's a hybrid, I'm going to call it a hybrid tote. Just like the Tivoli GM, very, very similar. And like I said, same measurements as my Neverfull MM, except for the Neverfull MM is 7 inches deep. And this is only 5 inches deep. And for me, it makes a difference. I mean, like, I can feel, you know, the stuff in here is laying, you know, nicer against one another than in my tote, or than in my Neverfull. So, yeah. And so, oh, okay, so if you want to zip it up, let's go ahead and zip it up so I can show you. Oh, another thing I like about it, again, like the Tivoli, this has a nice, it's a big zipper. You know, it's a fat zipper. It's a chunky zipper, which I like those. So, here's how it looks zipped up. Okay, and I place it on my shoulder like that, and yeah, this is a great size. Oh wow, I like it so much. And you know what, like I said, because this one is a little more pre-loved, you know, she has a nice pretty color, and it's just, even the leather on the bottom, even though it was probably at some point a lot more structured, you know, she's got a little bit of squishy to it, so I like it. So I hope this was helpful. And I hope you enjoyed this. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do. If you're not already in my Facebook group, please look in the description for the name of it. The link is also on the homepage of my channel on the bottom right. And then what else? Oh, Instagram. If you will follow me on Instagram, it's also called That Crazy Handbag Lady. So, okay, I'll talk to you real soon. Bye!